What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another player prop video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. It was a big week 7, as always, over at propsmadeeasy.com. Majority of the top plays hit once again, and it wasn't just football. It was any of the esports also did amazing. It's been a fantastic run from Props Made Easy. Not only the success rate from the top plays that you find on the tool, but being able to flip and see the history now and all these good updates that Props Made Easy has made, man, it's just unbeatable for $20 a month. Literally, $20 a month is all it costs to utilize these tools you see on the screen in front of you right now. NBA begins tomorrow. Incredibly excited about that. We're going to talk about some of the options that we have on the board right now. With NBA, it is important to get them in as quickly as you can, especially with such a gap before the first games of the year. By the time tomorrow comes around, we may not have any great value at all. So you want to take what's available, and we will look at what plays are popping as of right now. But anyway, looking at NFL for Monday Night Football, we have two games on tap. We have Arizona and the Chargers, and then we have Tampa Bay and the Ravens. So let's get straight to it. At the top of the list, we have James Conner over 75.5 rushing plus receiving yards at a 4.29 sportsbook differential. 4.29 sportsbook differential. That means the average of all of the other sportsbooks that have a James Conner rushing plus receiving line is at 79.79. Player projections at 76.8. All data points point to the over on James Conner's rushing plus receiving at 75.5. That line is too low. All right. Then if you flip his card over, you see even more icing on the cake. He's gone over this in four of the 6 games so far this year. Lamar Jackson under 230.5 passing yards at a minus 1.78. I understand this is a hard one to do. He's gone over in majority of the games, especially after his last few games with over 300 passing yards. It's going to be hard to pull the trigger on that. But at the end of the day, the most successful way to do this game that has been proven time and time again to have long-term success and actually see money, see profit every year is by following sportsbook differentials, taking advantage of where the sportsbook lines are because they have so much data into their lines that they are dropping. If you compare to those, you will have more success. Plain and simple. It is what it is. It's simple common sense. Of course, all of these sportsbooks and all of the time and effort and data and money they put into making sure their lines are as accurate as possible, of course taking advantage of that would make you a better bettor in general. Okay? Lamar Jackson, sportsbook lines at 228.7. So these sportsbooks see something different than just seeing his 2 big games, his last 2 games. They see maybe a different game script going here. Maybe they expect Baltimore to win pretty well and then just run a lot with Derrick Henry. Who knows? But the under on his passing yards of 230.5 at a minus 1.78. Sportsbook lines are at 228.7. Player projection is at 224.3. So both data points, all of that data, whether it be all of the sports books, whether it be our player projection data that has AI technology integrated into it as well, all of it says the under on Lamar Jackson's passing yards of 230.5. Now, let me reiterate the reality of this. Yes, he could still go over. The Props Made Easy tool is not going to be 100%. You feel what I'm saying? You're never going to win every bet you place. At Props Made Easy, we still get emails from time to time like, oh, I just got your tools today and I used them once and I put a 6-man in and I didn't hit all of them. I hit most of them, but I didn't hit all of them. Like, what are you even hitting us up for? Like, why are you even contacting us to tell us that? It's your first slip you've ever made with us. And you're complaining because you didn't hit a 6-man? You should not gamble. Stop gambling right now. Go find a different hobby. Plain and simple. It's just the reality of it. In this game, what we want to do is take the best data we possibly can and understand there are going to be ups and downs, but understand if we remain on that route, we keep playing the best differentials, we keep following the data as our main source of making our decisions, and over the long haul, you will see profit in this. A lot of people don't see profit and lose their ass, and these sportsbooks are making a shit ton of money because a lot of people just don't use common sense. They think there's a way for them to never lose. They think this random capper on X is the answer, and he's got the secrets. No, there's nothing different. Dude's winging it. You feel what I'm saying? You have to use as much data as you possibly can, and you have to utilize it all the time. You can't just sometimes do it. You can't use it, lose, and then decide that's not what you're supposed to do. No. Following the data is 100% what you need to do every single day, every single time. Every single player throughout that slip that you make needs to have data backing them 100%. And no, don't force 6-mans every single day. You can mix and match 2-man sets. I've tried to give advice on this, but at the end of the day, X and these cappers on X and all this shit over the last 3 years, 4 years, 5 years have skewed people's minds so much that they honestly think one way and there's just no way to change it. Hopefully, seeing the 11,000 plus members at Props Made Easy gives me hope and shows me that a lot of people know what's good for them and what's not. But at the end of the day, I mean, hopefully people even more come around. I mean, we should have 50,000 plus people at Props Made Easy at this point. Everybody should be using Props Made Easy tools. Anyway, moving on. Another James Conner line. Under on his 66.5 rushing yards alone. His rushing plus receiving is what we like the over for, but his rushing yards alone, the data likes the under. Under on Lamar Jackson's 285.5 passing plus rushing yards at a minus 1.45. Justin Herbert over 11.5 rushing yards at a 1. Now, see, these are the plays where you're starting to get a little too tight. I'd prefer to just go these. I'd prefer to just go James Conner over 75.5 rushing plus receiving yards at a 4.29. And either pair that up with Lamar Jackson's under 230 passing yards or play a goblin. You feel what I'm saying? Pair it with a goblin. Get my double up. Or take a look at no line difference and see if any no line differences are green. You feel what I'm saying? Or pair the James Conner play with another play in a different sport. Play the biggest differentials and you will see a huge impact in your hit rate. Continuously play the biggest differentials. You're joining for a month at Props Made Easy. Let it give it a month to prove to you and show you, and it will lock you in 100%. There's a reason people love this thing so much. It's only $20 a month, and it gives you every piece of data you could possibly imagine. All of the sportsbooks data, AI technology data, as well as being able to see their history if you flip their card. There's no beating it, and it's only $20 a month. Anyway, let's move on now. Let's look at all sportsbooks, though. Let's see what the biggest value is. J.K. Dobbins under 85.5 rushing yards at a minus 5.59. Zay Flowers under 65.5 receiving yards at a minus 4.53. Both of these are on Hot Streak. This is a good little pairing over on Hot Streak. Another way that what you have to do to be able to have success as well is have multiple accounts on different fantasy books. Take the best value where they are. If you just play Prizepicks, you're already hurting yourself because you only have one book to find the best value on, and there could be other books with better value on it. And it's just, there's so much that goes into this that unfortunately, the industry, on X and just the social media industry when it comes to this game, talking about sports betting, has people's minds just all types of fucked up thinking of what it takes to be successful. And that's on purpose. They want people to think that they need these cappers and all these other things, when in reality, all you have to do is follow the data and success will come your way. But you have to stay consistent. You're so used to relying on a capper, and then the moment they lose, you talk about how horrible they are online. You have to use anything a longer period of time. You got to give things a longer period of time, especially when it comes to cappers, you don't need cappers. But if you follow data, you feel what I'm saying? You follow the data, you follow the projections, all that good stuff, you will see success, man. Just lock in. College football, nothing for college football right now. NBA begins tomorrow, man. Begins tomorrow. We have Anthony Davis as a green chance to hit, 53.47% chance to hit on the over 0.5 made threes. His consensus odds, when you take all the sports books with his made threes, is at minus 140.8 consensus odds on the over. It gets as high as minus 158 on my bookie, and his projections also over. Whether it be slight or not, it doesn't matter. All we want to see is projection data on the over, as well as the consensus odds data and the highest odds being high. Being a good bit. So upwards of minus 158 is very interesting. All right. Another play that sticks out to me immediately is right here. TJ McConnell under 11.5 points at a 52.45% chance to hit. It's not a green chance to hit, minus 135 PME consensus odds, but it has highest odds of minus 154 on Pinnacle. Pinnacle is one of the sharper books in the industry. So minus 154 odds on the under on TJ McConnell's points of 11.5 is definitely interesting to see. So a couple great options there. Let's look at all sports books in general and see where the absolute best value is among the industry. Walker Kessler under 2.5 blocks at 54.73% chance to hit. Walker Kessler under 2.5 blocks there. Made threes for Draymond Green over on hot streak at 54.35%. It's got highest odds of minus 165 over on BetMGM and consensus odds of minus 146. The difference is consensus odds are taking the average of all of the sports books. Right? Every sportsbook that has made threes, we're taking the average of all their data and putting them together for the consensus odds. That's going to be your most accurate line to go off of. And then the highest odds show you how high it gets, like the, other places. It's interesting to see for sure that this gets as high as minus 165 on BetMGM on the over. All right, very good odds on Draymond Green's over there as well. So there's plenty of plays on hot streak. Again, Terry Rozier, over 3.5 assists, 54.14% chance to hit on hot streak. Minus 144.7 consensus odds. Gets as high as minus 155. Projection of 3.94 assists. So amazing spots for NBA, first day of NBA. MLB, nothing until the 25th, nothing until Friday. And then we have the World Series, so more data will come in as we get closer to that. Looking at NHL, nothing at all on the board for NHL right now. I definitely give it more time. If we look at all sports books, you get a little bit better. Over on hot streak, you have Max Domi over 1.5 shots on goal at 52.63% chance to hit. You've got an option, but nothing too crazy. I mean, you want to give it some more time. Nothing available for these. Let's keep going. For MMA, you have Jeff Neal over 57.5 significant strikes at a 3.5 sportsbook differential. Ebo Aslan under 30.5 significant strikes at a minus 1.5. Aaliyah Taporia under 85.5 significant strikes at a minus 1.5. Lerone Murphy over 59.5 significant strikes at a 1.5 is all that I would do. I wouldn't go any further on that. Nothing for tennis for Prizepicks at the moment. For soccer, very tight differentials. I'd wait till some better stuff comes out. For Dota 2, we have Lorenov over 12 first two map kills at a 1 sportsbook differential. If you flip it over, you'll see they've gone over in his last 3 games. So Lorenov over 12 first two map kills is a 1 sportsbook differential. Other than that, I don't go any tighter lines than that. I want solid differentials on every play I do. 1 unique under 17 first two map headshots at a minus 1.5 sportsbook differential. 1 unique's under on his 31 first two map kills at a minus 1.5. Cleo under 29.5 first two map kills at a minus 1.5. So you've got some options there. And then last but not least, Valorant, nothing is available there. So we have Monday Night Football tonight with the great play of James Conner as our main play with NFL tonight. James Conner over 75.5 rushing plus receiving yards at a 4.27 sportsbook differential. I would be surprised if I didn't see that line bumped up from Prizepicks to around 80 or even 79.5 or something. More closer to this line that you see here. All right. So yeah, great play there. For NBA's opening day, Anthony Davis is over 0.5 made threes is a green chance to hit and great spot there as well. You can get access to these tools and just have them right there in your pocket for only $20 a month. Lock in, baby. Thank y'all for joining me as always, and let's get this money. I'm out.